President Shavkat Mirziyoyev arrived in Jizzakh region. The first point of the trip program was the Basalt Uzbekistan cluster in Farish district. The head of state inspected samples of raw materials and finished products.
The cluster processes 177,000 tons of basalt stone per year and produces 42 types of products, including special fiber, roving fiber, reinforcement, composite geogrids, pipes, fabrics, and thermal insulation boards. In particular, 45,000 tons of products worth of 554 billion sums were produced last year. 80% of goods, which are in high demand in the world, were exported to United States, UK, Poland, Italy, Czech Republic, Georgia, Russia, Turkey, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan. The cluster employs 1,700 people. Options for the application of materials in the municipal services, automobile industry, textile, oil and gas, and other industries were presented. The president emphasized the need to explain the advantages of basalt materials to the entrepreneurs and develop their cooperation. Instructions were given to obtain quality certificates in new countries, even more active promotion in foreign market, establishing cooperation with international construction and industrial companies. President Shavkat Mirziyoyev visited new Uzbekistan housing estate under construction in Sharaf Rashidov district of Jizzakh region. As a part of the first phase, 4 multi-story houses for 204 apartments, a central boiler house, a showroom, and internal roads have been built. It's planned to build 60 more houses, a school, a preschool educational institution, and shopping center. Techno Park will help in employment of the population. The second phase is planned for 2026 and the third for 2028. In addition to houses, a Mahalla center, a polyclinic, a mosque, a hotel, children's and sports grounds, and new Uzbekistan park will be built. Trees will be planted and alleys will be created on territory of the Massif. The president gave instructions to build additional houses beyond the plan of the current year and to provide the population with the opportunity to purchase housing on favorable mortgages. The president emphasized the importance of accelerating the construction of infrastructure, schools, kindergartens, development of trade and services, including the creation of catering outlets along the roads. 3 such massifs are being built in Jizzakh region, where 156 multi-story houses for 4,700 apartments will be erected. The population will be provided with all social services. President Shavkat Mirziyoyev visited Tuyokli Mahalla in Sharaf Rashidov district and observed the living conditions of the population. In Tuyokli Mahalla, each of the 678 houses has its own homestead plot with a total area of 36 hectares. Fruit trees, grapes, and vegetables are successfully cultivated here. There are greenhouses for growing vegetables and flowers in 314 households. The head of state visited the house of the local resident Abdumumin Karimov. The plot of his household occupies 14 hectares, 7 of which are occupied by a greenhouse. Chickens, bees, and cattle are also farmed here. The head of household shares that his income reaches more than 200 million sums per year, thanks to the produce from his own vegetable garden. This example of household demonstrates that it's possible to have a good income if there is initiative in a family. Many people have a homestead plots and want to work on them. They just need the support. For example, it's important to attract local enterprises to create greenhouses, as well as to provide hives, seedlings, seeds, and fodder as a single package of services at an affordable price, Shavkat Mirziyoyev said. President Shavkat Mirziyoyev got acquainted with activities of ADM Jizzakh car plant. The plant is equipped with high-tech equipment supplied from South Korea, Japan, and Germany. 30 robots have been installed at the plant, and the automation rate is 33%. Equipment has been installed to check the serviceability of the vehicle's running parts, static and dynamic braking systems. The president gave instructions to increase the level of localization and expand cooperation with industrial enterprises of the country. Work in this direction has already begun. It's planned to localize 348 types of components in 2024 to 2027. At the moment, cooperation ties have been established with 21 enterprises of the country. In general, the enterprise has created capacities for production of 100,000 passenger cars per year. As a result, it's planned to increase the number of jobs up to 3,000. Qualified specialists from South Korea, India, China, and Vietnam have been also attracted to improve the quality of cars. Starting this year, the first group of 50 engineers will be sent for the advanced training to research and design centers in South Korea and China. During the visit, the head of state checked out a new car, Kia Sonet, the production of which has started at the plant. As a part of his visit to Jizzakh region, President Shavkat Mirziyoyev attended a ceremony dedicated to launch of new projects in industry and energy. One of them is the construction of industrial zone specializing in metallurgy in Gilarial district. 7 projects worth of $500 million will be implemented there. In particular, it's planned to organize production of armature, steel bolts, pipes, car bodies, and special equipment. The zone will have its own customs warehouse. A total of 5,000 jobs will be created. The second project is the construction of solar power plants in Farish district district in cooperation with Chinese companies, China Polyground and China Electric. The 500 megawatts $350 million plant will produce 1.1 billion kilowatt-hours of green energy per year, which will improve energy supply to 450,000 households. The first 200 megawatts will be connected to the grid later this year. President Shavkat Mirziyoyev pressed a symbolic button and gave a start to the construction of two complexes.
O'zbekiston Respublikasi Prezidenti Shavkat Miromonovich Mirziyoyev janobi oliylarni Jizzakh viloyatida yangi loyihalar doirasida qurilish ishlariga start berish uchun ramziy tugmani bosishga taklif qilamiz.
In the coming years, additional thermal, wind and solar power plants with a total capacity of 1,660 megawatts will be built in Sharaf Rashida, Farish and Galil districts, which will raise the living standards of the population and give a new boost to the economy. Over the last 5 years, investments worth over $4 billion were attracted to Jizzakh region. The volume of industrial production totaled 50 trillion sums. Exports worth of $861 million were carried out. This year, 400 projects worth $2 billion are being implemented in the region. As a result, 11,000 new jobs will be created. New plans have been presented to head of state. Foreign investors and local entrepreneurs have declared their readiness to implement 50 projects worth $6.1 billion. The projects cover mining, machine building, electrical engineering, chemistry, textile and food industry, agriculture, medicine and pharmaceuticals. These projects will create almost 20,000 new jobs. The president wished investors success in implementing the projects. The responsible persons have been instructed to take the implementation of the projects under special control. President Shavkat Mirziyoyev visited AGRO-Logistics complex of BMB Holding Company in Sharaf Rashidov district of Jizzakh region. The head of state inspected the working process at the enterprise and products ready for the export. Fruits and vegetables come to the logistics center from Jizzakh and neighboring regions. Last year, the agro-cluster BMB Holding System signed contracts with more than 1,200 farmers to supply more than 52,000 tons of crops. This year, based on experience of Saykhunabad, cooperation with 2,485 households will be established. Agricultural products will be grown on 14.5 thousand hectares of land of about 4,000 farms. As a result, more than 32,000 seasonal jobs will be created in the cluster system. Phytosanitary and sanitary epidemiological laboratories, a customs office and bank branch, a hostel are organized in the complex. The laboratory is equipped with 34 modern devices from Russia, China, USA and Germany. Here the products undergo quarantine control. It's important that phytosanitary certificates issued are recognized in 119 countries. Such opportunities increase the potential and geography of the company's exports. To date, almost $43 million worth of products have been shipped to Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Russia and China. According to the plans, this year the export volume should reach $58 million. President Shavkat Mirziyoyev met with young people at the cybersport arena opened in Jizzakh region. The arena, which has universal function, can also host international competitions in boxing, wrestling, basketball, table tennis, chess and checkers, as well as events within the framework of 5 initiatives. The complex includes an IT academy, where young people are trained in computer skills, foreign languages, graphic design, robotics and other areas. There are also plans to implement the inheritors of Muhammad al-Khwarizmi system to train specialists in this field. The head of state watched competitions in cybersports, chess, intellectual games, basketball and talk to the youth. Today we have visited many places in Jizzakh, started new projects. Of course, the region's economy and scale of construction have grown significantly, but the main achievement is the aspiration of our youth, their activity and self-confidence. With such young people, we'll achieve our strategy and big goals we have set for ourselves, Shavkat Mirziyoyev said. A meeting was held in Zardor district to discuss measures on socio-economic development of Jizzakh region. The head of state announced a number of initiatives to develop the economy of Jizzakh region. In particular, banks will invite entrepreneur leaders to 309 mahallas and provide the population with financial package to earn money on their own land. Banks will provide entrepreneurs with loans up to 1.5 billion sums for up to 3 years. Grants of up to 1 billion sums from the budget to attract agronomists, training, organization of collection, storage and weighing of products in the mahalla, as well as loans under the program Family Entrepreneurship and First Step into the Business. An industrial technopark will be created in Zamin district with the organization of the production of 50 new types of products at the expense of $1 billion of foreign investments. A branch of Jizzakh industrial zone will be opened in Shodlik mahalla of Zardor district with 15 large projects worth over $140 million. The task is set to increase the car production capacity by another 100,000 units, create 10,000 jobs, and bring the level of localization to 50% for the next 3 years at the expense of investments worth over $1 billion. In addition, 29 projects worth $220 million will be launched in the cotton and textile industries. Instructions were given on construction of additional houses in areas with high demand, repair of perinatal center and bridges in Jizzakh city. Overall, an additional 300 billion sums are envisaged in Jizzakh to support Mahila's business and issue grants.